Forest. French name. Pronounced F. Dutch. Vorst. VRST. Is one of the 19 municipalities located in the Brussels-Capital Region of Belgium. It is bordered by Anderlecht, Ixelles, Uccle, Saint-Gilles and Drogenbos. The town is commonly known for its concert hall. French. Vorst Nationaal. Dutch. Vorst Nationaal. It also houses an important jail, an Audi factory and a railway depot that is home to the Belgian fleet of Eurostar train sets. History. Frankish origins and medieval period. The first houses built in this forested area along the Jellesbeek, a tributary of the Zen, date from the 7th century. The village's first church was dedicated to Saint Dionysius the Areopagite. The legend of St. Helena, a young convert to Chalcedonian Christianity murdered by her father's troops for hearing Mass at the Church of Dionysius, also takes place in the 7th century. The chapel and cult of St. Helena, however, date only from the 12th century. The Saint's Cenotaph, one of the rare examples of 12th century sculpture in Belgium, can still be admired in the chapel today. The contiguous Church of St. Denis, Dionysius, was rebuilt in the Romanesque style at around the same time. The abbots of Affligem, which had been the ecclesiastical owners of the parish since the Bishop of Cambrai ceded it to them in 1105, decided to build a priory for women in Forest Abbey. The first abbess of the Forest Priory was named in 1239. Also in the 13th century, the Romanesque Church of St. Denis was rebuilt in the newer Gothic style. The neighboring abbatial church was rebuilt in the 15th century, 17th century until today. Thanks to its abbey, Forest prospered, especially during the reigns of Archdukes Albert and Isabella. On the 26th of March 1764, however, a devastating fire ruined some of the buildings and destroyed many of its artworks. 3 decades later, in the years that followed the French Revolution, the religious community was disbanded, the nuns forced to flee, and the buildings sold. The Forest municipality bought the abbey in 1964 and proceeded to restore it to its previous glory. Sites: the Church of St. Denis and the adjoining Chapel of St. Helena house unique specimens of Romanesque sculpture. The nearby Benedictine Abbey is now home to a cultural center. The Art Deco Town Hall, built in 1925 and inaugurated in 1938, is not far from the old historic center. A church dedicated to St. Augustine was built in Forest, on the Place de l'Altitude St. Hugues-Honderdplein, a square named due to its altitude 100 meters above sea level. Also in an Art Deco style, the Viel's Contemporary Art Center, housed in the old Wielermans Suppens brewery. Finally, the municipality maintains several green areas, including the Douden Park and the aptly named Forest Park. Events and folklore. The sprawling Vorst Nationaal, Dutch, Vorst Nationaal, Center is well known in the world of show business, arts and culture, as one of the prime venues for international star performances. The Abbey welcomes everyone in September to a 3-day-long medieval celebration, where hosts and visitors alike are dressed as knights, burghers, soldiers, and a variety of other medieval attire. Typical activities include watching assorted magicians, jugglers and fire-eaters, listening to musicians perform on period instruments, appreciating old-time crafts, and tasting forgotten drinks and dishes. Since 1987, Forest has giant puppets of its own, Nelly and Pauline, both baptized at the Abbey, and the children, Elida and Paville. Famous inhabitants: Stuart Merrill, American poet, 1863–1915. Jean Delville, symbolist painter, writer, and occultist, 1867–1953. Louise Ocquisse, sculptor, 1884 to 1944. Paul van den Boenens, politician. 1919 to 2001. Raymond Goethals, football coach. 1921 to 2004. Twin Cities, France. Courbevoie. Forest official website. In Dutch and French. Vorst Nationaal website. In Dutch and French.